So to get set up with R, come over to the website posit.co. Click on Download RStudio. You'll notice that there's both a free open source version of RStudio as well as a paid pro version of the software as well. Now, if you're wondering what the difference is and which one you might need, the free version is extremely comprehensive and will likely cover you for everything you need for learning and even commercial applications. The free version is what we'll be using to go through all of the examples in this course. So go ahead and click the download button on the free version. So here there's actually two pieces of software that you'll need to install. The first part is R itself, which is actually the engine which does all the calculations. The second part is RStudio. Now RStudio is an IDE. Think of it like a really fancy text editor. So technically you could write R in something as simple as Notepad. And I have actually got some friends who started out doing this. But having a proper IDE makes life a whole lot easier as it adds things like code completion, syntax highlighting, automatically sending the code to the R engine to calculate without having to copy and paste that code, being able to display visualizations, and all of the things which are going to make life easy and a lot more productive. So go ahead and click the download and install R button. Here you can pick and install a copy for your particular operating system. You notice here we've got copies for Linux, Mac, and Windows. If you come over here, there's also a list of mirrors. And basically the benefit of this is that you can sometimes download a copy of R from a mirror which is closer to where you're located. Now, the other benefit of this, besides data not having to travel, say, halfway around the world, is basically that sometimes within organizations, certain websites are blocked by the firewall, and sometimes you are able to find a mirror which you can access and download things from. cloud.rproject.org is actually the primary website for downloading R, as opposed to the RStudio mirror that is linked to from the RStudio website. So if I click on here, I have a website that looks the same, and I'm going to go ahead and download the Windows version. I'm going to click on Base and download R 4.3 for Windows. Once that's done, we can go ahead and install that. I'm just going to accept all the defaults as we go through here. Now that we've installed Base R, we can come over to the Posit website again and download and install RStudio. I'm just going to go ahead and use all of the defaults. After we have both R and RStudio installed, we can go ahead and open them up. You notice here that there are two different applications, R and RStudio. We'll only ever need to open RStudio for all the work that we're doing. So if you open something up and it doesn't look like what we see in the tutorial videos, you've probably opened R instead of RStudio. The very first time you open up RStudio, you'll have to tell it to use the version of R that we installed previously. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now we're all set up and ready to start coding. See you in the next lecture.